Hi, I'm Nerea, and we're here with a new video about artificial intelligence. In this video, we're going to explore a tool designed to help us find information quickly, accurately, and with reference sources. We'll discover how it works, what its main features are, and how it can make searching, researching, and learning tasks easier for us. Let's get started. Today we're going to talk about Perplexity AI. It's an artificial intelligence assistant that has truly amazed me. This is the look and feel. And I started preparing it earlier because since it actually searches through many reference sources, the speed isn't very fast for doing it in real time. Here you can see that it's thinking. I've used Perplexity to show you this. And what I asked it was that I want a vacation in a place that isn't too hot in August. And then it suggested to me, it told me that we could go to Northern Europe, Northern Spain, different options. And it explained them to you. Hey, if you go to Northern Spain, you can go to Asturias, Cantabria, Galicia. If you go to Northern Europe, places like this, that, and so on. And I said, I'm going to go with Northern Spain. And when I told it that I wanted to go to Northern Spain, it itself suggested this prompt, which I adjusted. It was suggesting, well, a 10-day trip and other things. And from the proposal it gave me, I said, hey, I want a 5-day family travel itinerary through Northern Asturias. It suggested Cantabria to me, for example. I removed Cantabria because for 5 days, 3 autonomous communities seemed like too much to me. I repeated again that I wanted to avoid the heat, that I wanted it to include a daily itinerary by area, specific activities for children, like the Cabazzeno Nature Park or the CS Islands, recommendations for cheap accommodations with mild temperatures, and logistical tips for getting around there with kids. Notice that it's already been thinking for 14 minutes. And what I find fascinating and at the same time interesting about this tool is that it tells us what its tasks are and the progress it's making, right? It's researching key data like the CS Islands, Cabarseno, Covadonga Lakes, the beach of the cathedrals. Right now, it's drafting the complete document with the itinerary, accommodation, and logistics. And at the end, it will do a verification. But what I found fascinating, beyond the fact that now I can show you the prompt, the initial prompt and the different options it gave me for August to escape the heat is the sources. That is, if you browse around here with me, notice that it's looking at different websites. It's amazing. It's even cross-checking the schedule for the Cabarseno Park, which it suggested to me on different websites to match the information. It's checking the schedules for the boats to the CS Islands, okay? Where they depart from. It goes back to the Cabarseno Park. It's looking directly at the Xunta de Galicia website. It's checking more Xunta de Galicia websites, tickets to check prices, the schedules. It's just, this has left me fascinated. Guides, people who set up their own websites. It doesn't just stick to official websites, but it's even checking bloggers, websites of people who have gone and who share their own comments. Look at that, huh? Everything, absolutely everything. Even later, when it's done with Cabarseno, it moves on to the CS Islands, how much the tickets cost, what authorization you need. I find this fascinating because you can't just go and decide to buy it since you might need to have, ventilation or an authorization because since they're protecting it, you can't just go whenever you want, you need authorization. So just look at the level of detail and professionalism with which this is being done, huh? It keeps looking, right? Boats, park entrances, park schedules and rates, the park's opening hours. And it doesn't just look at one source, but even cross-checks the information on Civitatis. What I mean is we go from blogger websites to highly recognized travel planning websites, right? We keep looking and so on. I told it I wanted something cheap, and look at this. Boat to the CS Islands, the cheapest one. But later on, it will start talking, let's see if I get to it here, about looking for the best beaches for kids in Asturias. Asturias with kids. In other words, what I or any of us would do to finish planning this itinerary, it's already looking it up for us and probably on many more websites than we could check ourselves, right? The beach of the cathedrals, beautiful if you haven't been. And we keep going, keep going, keep going. There comes a point, let's see if I get there, when it starts searching. The fishing village in Combaro. There comes a point when it starts looking for accommodations. And I also found this amazing because, of course, I told it that I wanted it cheap. Let's see where it is. It keeps changing, But look at this. Look, even TripAdvisor, the Xunta, cheap rural houses in Asturias. What to visit in the Rías Baixas. The best things to do with kids. A farm and rural hotel in Lanes. I mean, I'm traveling with kids, and it's even looking up a farm for me. I mean, I find it fascinating. I don't know how you search for vacations, but I don't think I would have ever found out that there was a farm on a website called La Montaña Mágica. So I think my next vacation, I'm going to plan it with Perplexity. And it keeps searching and a lot more. And now it's looking up campgrounds, cheap rural houses, more campgrounds with pools, cheap apartments, current deals, like in real time deals that the websites have right now. Hollydew, campgrounds, Iber camping. So it keeps searching, just like I said, cheap and with kids. I think camping is an ideal option. You arrive tired, you rest, and if not, let them run around and burn off energy. I mean, it even checks booking Ribadesella. Seriously, I'm amazed, and I keep scrolling down, okay? And I keep scrolling down and scrolling down and scrolling down. Look at how many websites it has checked, but it even looked up the weather. I mean, it's incredible. And this is important because I told it I want to escape the heat, but I'm not in the mood for rain either. And in northern Spain, it's very common for it to rain. It's even taking into account not just the tickets, the prices, the accommodation, the route, the fact that I'm traveling with kids, what a blogger says, or what an official website says, but it's also checking the weather for me in case I need to bring jackets, umbrellas, or just tank tops. Amazing. Honestly, just look at this, right? The amount of scrolling here is huge. And it also tells us the tasks. And as I mentioned, I already started it earlier because look, it's been 20 minutes preparing the 5-day family vacation plan for northern Spain, and it's checking different subagents. I'm not surprised. Just look at how many websites it's consulting. And then here, look at how it details every single step for us. It's been thinking, of course, how could it not, And we can expand it, okay? I've thought about this. I've executed a plan. It's carried out all these actions, and it closed it on me because I moved forward, okay? But notice that in all these steps, as it progresses, it removes them, and here we have the result. But what I really like is that it tells you everything it's been doing, and look, it searches for data about temperatures and affordable accommodations, and it does up to 27 more things. So it even tells us what it has looked up, right? And here, because it's something personal, right? But imagine if this were for a school project, for an assignment, right? A task from our work environment. It's telling us which sources it has consulted. Therefore, we can even tell it afterwards, hey, I don't think this source is reliable. Or based on this source you've consulted, give me more information, because it's providing us with a trace of everything it's done. All right, look at that. Pam, 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 pam. I mean, the fact that it gives us all the details seems super, super interesting to me, because then we can keep interacting with Perplexity to arrive at that ultimate plan. And here it tells us we already have the complete route. It took almost 20 minutes. Well, I'm not surprised. The route is Eastern Asturias, Lanes, and Ribadesella. You can also do the Sella River descent here. The Picos de Europa, the Covadonga Lakes, an absolute must. The cathedral beaches are in Ribadeo. An impressive rise and fall of the tide. Being able to walk through a place at low tide and then finding it impassable later. From there, we would transition to Pontevedra, with mud, to the Sayas Islands in Vigo. He also included Cabarceno as an optional stop, which really should be mandatory since it's in Cantabria, not in Asturias or Galicia, but he still mentions it to me because he knows I'm traveling with kids and it's a beautiful place. Even though I removed Cantabria from the initial plan or proposal, he still offers it to me. Essential information and procedures? I find this fascinating because I'm sure it's happened to you just like it has to me. You've gone on vacation somewhere thinking you could buy tickets at the last minute. And when you get there, it turns out they've been sold out for months, right? And he tells us, be careful, because for the Sayas Islands you need an authorization, which is free from the Junta, and it's mandatory from May 15th to September 15th. So, it applies to me, okay? And there's also a daily quota, and we need to apply for it 2 to 4 weeks in advance. This is really good. Playa de las Catedrales. We need to book a free appointment from July to September, and it can be reserved up to 30 days in advance through this website. About the weather, which is what I was telling you at the end, Asturias and the north in general have a rainy climate, right? Well, it tells us that it's a mild climate, that temperatures can exceed 40 degrees inland, but there aren't any sudden heat waves. If you want, you can adjust the pace, for example, plan for 6 or 7 days to make it less intense, and adapt the accommodation basis. And here it gives us the document with all the details. Here it has made a sort of summary for us of the most important things. But look, assumptions for the trip. Of course, I haven't told it whether we're going by car, train, or plane, right? And here it's telling me about it. What the weather is like in the north. Optional stops, right? The Cabárceno area. And here is the 5-day itinerary. Asturias, bam. So, the same thing we read before, very briefly here. It tells you in more detail. It even tells you about mandatory reservations, the shuttle bus, safety considerations for children, what you can do for the rest of the day, and a plan B in case it rains. That is, it has checked the weather and is telling us, hey, not only am I giving you a proposal, but in case of rain, I'll give you a plan B, and the accommodations, okay? I find it fascinating. Accommodation, summary, type, and price. It even gives us a summary table. I mean, I used to make this myself with pen and paper or in an Excel sheet. 80% of the bungalows cost less than 100 euros per night, and so on. I don't know what you all think, but my next trip, I'm definitely going to plan it with Perplexity. I think it's an exceptionally powerful and impressive tool, with a truly remarkable and overwhelming capability to compare, verify, and provide highly accurate, real, and concrete information. And it is, without a single doubt, an essential AI tool that we should all permanently add to our list of browser favorites. So now you know Perplexity. And that's it for today's video. I hope you now have a better idea of just how amazing this tool can be and how it can help us plan a trip or search for information by consulting a ton of sources, all of them reliable. And if not, you can always start from here and say, well, hey, I don't want Cabárceno. Yes, I do want Cabárceno, or I want to go on a cited route, whatever it may be. So, if you liked it, leave me a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you've used Perplexity for. Thanks for joining us, and see you next time. Goodbye.